Karina had her 90-year-old father living with them in Austin. She was married to a high school friend of mine, and they had a very open house with lots of friends and musicians and students coming and going. She taught piano at the great big black lacquer Steinway grand, taking up almost the whole living room. They were a musical family. Everywhere there were shelves piled high with sheet music. Her old father had been a famous music teacher at Radcliffe. Einstein used to come over to their house from Princeton and play violin with him. My father said that Einstein was pretty good for an amateur, she said. So we were mindful and respectful of the old man. It was kind of European to be in a multi-generational house, but it was hard on her. She told me, I came home one day a while back and he was in his bathrobe in the living room playing the cello for the dog. I have to smile. He was hearing the notes. The dog was barking or whining and playing them back. But since then he has slipped further. She told me he has always been eccentric, but now he was getting senile, and I'm the only one who takes care of him. My mother, his wife, used to take care of him, but now it has fallen on me. I'm the only child. And his teacher retirement wasn't going nearly far enough, and he was getting more and more difficult to deal with. He would get quite angry. He thought his daughter was his wife, and then his mother. He wants me to give him back his youth, she said. We were trying to understand it. It was sad. All his friends were gone. He doesn't play anything anymore, so they decided to sell the old man's cello. It was a Stradivarius. Some Hungarian duke from the old world had given her father one of the very few Stradivarius cellos ever made. This beautiful instrument was insured for over $800,000. They were supposed to ship it or take it up to an auction house in New York City. But a friend of hers in the San Antonio Symphony talked her into letting her take it as a loaner on the symphony tour, which would eventually get up to New York. Karina was excited that the Strad's beautiful tone would be heard in public again. The cello was beautiful, the color of autumn leaves. It was signed by Stradivarius himself. You could see the signature through the F-holes. When this friend, the second fiddle cellist, brought out the Stradivarius, everyone in the orchestra and everyone in the hall turned to look at where this exquisite, resonant sound was coming from. Every night or so, the woman would call from the road, waxing enthusiastic. I have never played better in my life. I love this instrument. And another time she calls, God, I love this instrument. It is the most warm, sonorous, stately voice I have ever been given the grace to serve. I started calling it Tristan. The cello player tells Karina that she is in love with the Strad. She couldn't give it up. They have moved me up to first cello because of this instrument. It is the star of Summer Festival in Hartford, Connecticut. But after New York, the calls stopped coming, and then when they did come in, it was again begging Karina not to make her give it up, that she would somehow find the money to buy it. Karina would say, No, I've already assigned it to the auction house. You were supposed to deliver it. Then the little cello player caught in a folie à deux with Stradivarius would say, Yes, but... We agreed on it. Yes, but I've never played better in my life. I should have known she was getting overly attached when she named the Strad Tristan. She actually said something about wrapping her legs around Tristan, that she was in love with the instrument. She would take good care of it. Finally, Karina had to engage a security term and get the auction house involved, and they had to serve papers on this woman and take custody of the cello. Well, Karina didn't want to have her arrested, but she was angry. And the symphony ended up sending the woman home off the tour. All in all, it was pretty scandalous. Eventually it was all worked out and the Strad sold for all that money. Karina was glad to have it, though sorry to part with such a treasure.